Hello everybody! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new, hi. My name is Peyton. I'm obsessed with Gilmore Girls. It's a thing that has happened this year, and I've got my Luke Steiner t-shirt on. I have got merchandise from Gilmore Girls. I am in it. I'm way deep in it. So yesterday, two of my booktube friends posted the Gilmore Girls book tag, and I think I filmed this a long time ago, when I first started the show, but then I didn't like how it turned out, so I never posted it, or then I did and then I privated it, but whatever. They posted the same tag at the same time, and I was like, guys, I should do this tag before the revival comes on. So I'm here in my Luke Steiner t-shirt, which I previously stated, here to do the Gilmore Girls book tag because the revival is in 2 days. 2 days. I'm so excited. I'm pumped. This tag was created by Alyssa at Pucks and Paperback. I will leave the original video down below. You should subscribe to her because I've been subscribed to her for ages and she's great. Go watch her. Also, Lauren did this tag. She was one of the two people that I talked about that did the tag, and then Amber from Reading Infinitely did this tag, and I am very hurt that Lauren did not tag me in this because she's the one that got me into it, so I felt like she should have tagged me. I was a little heartbroken, guys. There's a little crack in my heart because she didn't tag me, but that's fine. I moved on. Lorelai Gilmore, who is honestly mom goals. My mom is mom goals, but she's also mom goals. A character with a witty or sarcastic sense of humor. Now, a lot of people choose Jace Whalen for this question, of the ones that I've seen, and he is a good choice, but I'm gonna go with Simon. Because, let's be honest, it's not a tag video, or any video for that matter, if I don't mention Simon Lewis, so I'm just gonna throw him into the first question here. I think Simon is so witty and so sarcastic, and that's what I love about him. So I figured I should choose him for this and just get him out of the way, because I'm sure there's other questions that I could choose him for, but I don't really know any of the questions because I'm just going with the flow on this one. Question 2. Rory Gilmore, your favorite classic. I don't even own my favorite classic, but it's on my Christmas list. So, fingers crossed, guys. And that is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I had to read this junior year of high school, I think, and I fell in love. The 20s is one of my favorite eras other than the 50s, so I kind of am just drawn to that, and I just love that story so much. Even after we freaking dissected that book and dove into it for class, I still loved it, because usually when I have to do that I don't like it anymore, but I still love The Great Gatsby. Good stuff. Luke, who is the best. I love Luke so much. He is great with his flannels and backwards snapback hats. He's just so adorable, and the way that he is so annoyed by so many people, literally me. He could be my spirit animal, but I feel like I'm nicer than Luke because he can get a little bit too grumpy. Anyways, back to the question that goes with Luke. A book that you're secretly in love with and are afraid to admit it. Maybe the Sookie Stackhouse series by Charlene Harris, just because it's not the best piece of literature, but it's super entertaining, and I mean there's stuff that I don't like, but I still really like this. And I also have one other choice. I'm definitely not afraid to admit I love it, because I definitely say that I love this book a lot on social media, and that is The Girl in 6E by A.R. Torr. And the reason that I would be afraid, I guess, is because of the content. It's very sexual, and it's kind of 50 Shades of Grey-esque, but not really. It's just a lot of sexual things go on, and that's kind of why I would be afraid to admit that I am in love with this book. But I mean, when Shameless and Skins are like your favorite TV show, you kind of just get over the sexual things, so I mean, whatever. Other people may judge me because those are like my favorite things, but that's okay. Judge me. I don't care. Lane, a musical character. I'm gonna go with my main man, Jem Carstairs, because a lot of people are like Team Will all the way, which is understandable because Will Herondale is a bae. But I feel like not enough people love Jem Carstairs, which is weird to me because I think he's such a precious little cinnamon roll. And I actually love Jem Carstairs. I feel like it'd be hard for me to be Tessa because I wouldn't be able to choose. Dean, your first book love. Now, can we talk about Dean for a second? Because, that boy, I was Team Dean all the way. Like, he was my ride or die. Even when Jess was introduced, I was like, oh man, I'm so in love with Dean. Like, you can ask Lauren. I sent her a million Snapchats of Dean and how much I loved him, but then something happened. He did something that just irked me to no end, so I kind of just stepped away from that man. But anyways, back to the question. Your first book love. I would say definitely Harry Potter, because I just remember reading the first book so vividly, and I remember watching the first movie so vividly at my best friend's house, and that's it. But if we're talking like older years, like middle school, it's definitely Cirque du Freak or The Hunger Games, because I was obsessed with these. And then they made the movie with Josh Hutcherson, and I was like, oh my goodness, but then the movie wasn't oh my goodness, but Josh Hutcherson was oh my goodness. And then The Hunger Games was like my bae. I remember reading that in 8th grade before the movie came out, and then I just like binge read the second one and then the third one. And then Josh Hutcherson was in that movie too. It was like a dream come true. Sookie, a book you devoured. I'm gonna go with Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This book was one of my favorite things of last year, and I still don't even own Gemina and haven't read it, which is very irritating, but I just don't have the money to buy it. But yes, Illuminae. It's very easy to devour this book too, just because of the format that it's written in, but also the story. Like, the plot just grabs your attention. Just like that. Jess. Cute little Jess. A book that you love that everybody hates on. I'm going to go with Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. I know Lauren chose this book too, but I am in love with this book, and I still am. Oh my goodness. Hello. I just fell in love with the characters so much. Louisa Clark was freaking amazing, and Will Traynor was great. But a lot of people hate on it because of the way disability was portrayed and a certain thing that happens in this book. Like, I don't know if it's a spoiler anymore, but I don't really want to say, and I understand where people are coming from in that sense. But I kind of just took a step back from that because I didn't really want to think about it. And I kind of just enjoyed the story, the love story that was in this book. That's what I was enjoying. And I just really loved this book. And the movie was freaking fantastic. Miss Patty, a book that was ruined by the hype. I'm going to go with The Maze Runner by, sorry, my Vox is going off, by James Dashner. And I wouldn't necessarily say it was ruined by the hype, but the hype for this did raise my expectations for this a lot. And I know I tried to read this before the movie because obviously I was seeing it opening weekend because Dylan O'Brien was casted and he was my favorite actor. He still is my favorite actor. But I was reading it and I just was not enjoying it at all. Emily Gilmore, an expensive book. The Harry Potter Illustrated Edition, I would get it out. But this would take a lot of time, and I don't have the time for that right now because I'm trying to film this quickly. But this book is like, what, $40 I think? I mean, I didn't pay for it. My dad bought it for me, but that's expensive. The Harry Potter Illustrated Edition, I would get it out. But this would take a lot of time, and I don't have the time for that right now because I'm trying to film this quickly. But this book is like, what, $40 I think? I mean, I didn't pay for it. My dad bought it for me, but that's expensive. Paris Geller, an uptight character. Jeez, Lauren and Brianna must have something important to tell me. I'm going with Kale Westfall from the Throne of Glass series. Now, if you've been watching my channel, then you know that I love Kale, but Kale had a giant stick up his you-know-where, like, for a lot of the time, and he was very uptight, and he was just all about keeping things in order. And I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks he's uptight, but I just felt like that man needed a massage or something just to relax. He needed to just chill and hang out with Selena because I want them to be together. So that is it for the Gilmore Girls book tag. I have another Gilmore Girls video coming out, I think the day of the revival, so stay tuned. And if you watch Gilmore Girls, let me know who you want Rory to end up with, because I'm kind of leaning towards Logan. Like, I can't really decide between Jess and Logan, but I really like Logan a lot. I just want him to be happy. But yes, hope you enjoyed and see you in my next video. Bye!